Hello citizens and welcome back. This is our match reaction for Man City to Brentford 2 in the Premier League. Make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, let's jump in. Don't want to think about this game ever again. Right, first off, awful team, awful football, and in that first half was the most boring game of football I've ever seen in my life. City started off brightly for 10 minutes, then we went downhill as usual, same usual nonsense. You know, it's been happening for months now. We start off bright 9 minutes, you look like the old City are back. And then we completely fold in, stop running, stop pressing. Our 5-yard passes go to absolutely no one. We kick the ball out of play. We forget how to do the basics. That happened once again. Brentford grew into it. Probably should have scored 2 or 3 in that first half against us. Desperate defending at times from us as well. And yeah, it just looked like a shit show from the very beginning. And to be honest, it looked like it was just going to drag out a boring 0-0 game. And to be honest, I thought about ending it. I'm not even bothering watching the second half because it was that crap from both teams. Brentford just sat all 11 players in the box, tried to hit us on the counter. We passed in their final third for about 3 minutes before giving them the ball, allowing them to counter. Yes, we had a couple of hard chances. Yes, we did a couple of overlaps and, you know, maybe better opportunities, you know, especially for Nunes. Someone's got to tell me what he does for this team because for me, he's fucking garbage. De Bruyne, wonderful ball through to him, doesn't shoot, doesn't cross, doesn't pass, doesn't do anything, just runs it to them, letting them come away with the ball again. And that set off for like a frantic few minutes where both teams were going like from end to end, but really not doing anything with the ball. And that pretty much summed up the first half. Second half, same old crap. Neither team really wanting it, neither team really putting in any sort of effort. It's like both teams just wanted the game to end. And then we get, you know, we got lucky. Not lucky. It was miles offside. They scored, and then we got the other end when that was disallowed. Score. Wonderful ball by Kev to Foden. Lovely touch from him. Nestles in off the back post. And then we go 2-0 up. Again, Savinho gets away from his man. We nick it in midfield. We counter-attack. Something we've not really done for 4 months. You know, we nick the ball and we actually counter-attack. We pasted it a few times this game. Savinho does it on the left-hand side. Gets his shot straight at Flecken, who I thought should have done better. And there was hit hard at him. Falls to Kev. Falls to Foden. Foden puts it in. 2-0 up. Take Foden off. And we go to shit immediately. And we throw the game away in the last 10 minutes. Same old City. Nothing changes. I've seen this on repeat time and time again. You know, we do all that hard work and then we just forget to do the basics. We forget to defend. We don't watch our men. We push ourselves up even though we're 2-0 up. We let them counter-attack on us time and time again. Pep's system never changes. You know, the philosophy doesn't change. 1-0 up, 2-0 up, 4-0 up. It doesn't really matter. We throw the game away because we just push all the way up. And we've got a Akanji running into their box. We got our centre-halves pushing up to the edge of their box when we've got the ball in the final third. So yeah, we threw it away and we nearly lost a point at the end because they should have scored a winner. Ake cleared it off the line, probably going wide, but honestly, it's one disaster after another, this fucking team. I can't wait for this season to be over. We got PSG next week in the Champions League. Just get beaten that. Don't have to worry about that competition. We're going out the FA Cup in the next round anyway. Yeah, I mean, bloody hell. You think after the last few games where we come through Leicester, where I thought Leicester were a better team, 2-0. We come through West Ham, where West Ham could have scored 2 or 3 before we even scored our first goal. We beat Salford 8-0. You think we'd play with a bit of confidence, a little bit of zip. We did none of that. None of that nonsense. Yeah, usual. We're crap. You can see why we're in the market for defenders. The bright sparks in this game, I thought De Bruyne looked at his best, to be honest with you. He looked really good, De Bruyne. He was spraying the ball around nicely. His crossing was good. His passing was good. And if it wasn't for our shit players, he might have had 2 or 3 assists. And if it wasn't for Foden sitting ahead of him, he would have got a goal as well. And Akanji, I thought, played really well. On the flip side, whereas Akanji's been awful the last few months and we've relied on Ake, it flipped today. Ake, I thought, was dreadful. I know Ake's slow and he can't run, but Jesus Christ, his turning today was bad. His positioning was bad. And defensively, he was a mess. And Akanji had to cover him so many times. And Akanji, you know, I think for the Akanji and De Bruyne, it was a letdown, but overall, I think 2-2 is probably a fair result. Because again, I think both teams were crap. Both teams went for it in the second half. They delivered the most boring half of football in the first 45. In the second 45, you know, another, I reckon, a minute and a half, and they would have won that. So yeah, thankfully it ended when it did. So yeah, we got a point. Point away to Brentford, decent result in the end. I know they've lost their last 4 games at home in all competitions, but honestly, a point away to Brentford's good. And we did well not to lose it at the end because, yeah, it wouldn't have surprised me, to be honest. I don't think it would have surprised anyone. So, looking back at it, City going back, City finding some momentum, finding some form. City about to go on a nice little run. City throwing it away, all in the space of 10 minutes. Fantastic. Can't wait for this disaster of a season to end. Unfortunately, there's a few more months to go. And I wish I had turned it off for half time because I wouldn't have known any better. So yeah, that's it. That's the match reaction, really. What else can you say? Crap City. Crap result. Crap team. And yeah, we're in the transfer market for a few players. And God knows we need them players as well. God knows that we need them. Yeah, because... And Pep as well, honestly. How many times have I seen it this season where we're 2-0, 3-0 up and we just keep pushing up to the halfway line and letting teams counter on us when every single other team just sits with all 11 players in the box and makes it hard for them to score? We make it so easy for people to score. So easy. Awful team. Yeah, awful. Thanks very much for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, and see you again. Bye-bye.